Welcome to the March 2019 edition of Rowlett on the Water, on the Move. I'm Tammy Dana-Bashian, Mayor of Rowlett.
And I'm Brian Funderburk, Rowlett City Manager.
Let's start today's show with some information on the May 4th general election.
The election for Mayor and City Council places 2, 4, and 6 will be held on May 4th, 2019. Here are the City Council candidates. For Mayor, Tammy Dana-Bashian, Robert Van Blumendahl. Council Member Place 2, Nestle Fudge, Cindy Gonzalez Baker, and Brownie Sherrill. Council Members Place 4, Louis Frisbee, Diane Lemons, and Whitney Lanning. Council Member Place 6, David Brooks, and Martha Brown. City Secretary Laura Hallmark recently drew for the ballot order. Here's the Facebook video from that event.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. My name's Laura Hallmark. I'm the City Secretary for the City of Rowlett. We've just completed our candidate orientation, and now it's time to draw for positions on the ballot. So Mayor Tammy Dana-Bashian will be listed first on the ballot, and Robert Van Blumendahl will be listed second. And here are your candidates for Council Member Place 2. They'll be listed as Nestle Fudge, Cindy Gonzalez Baker, and Brownie Sherrill. Okay, your candidates for Council Member Place 4. Listed on the ballot will be Louis Frisbee, Diane Lemons, and third, Whitney Lanning. Listed on your ballot for Council Member Place 6 will be David Brooks, and second listed, Martha Brown. If you have any questions regarding the election, you can contact the Office of the City Secretary through the Action Center at cac@rowlett.com or call 972-412-6100. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you keep tuned in during our election process. And remember, vote Rowlett. Thank you.
The last day to register to vote or to make a change of address to be effective for the general election is April the 5th. The early voting location for the City of Rowlett will be held at the Rowlett City Hall, Annex 4004 Main Street. Early voting will take place between April 22nd through April the 30th. Then on Election Day, Saturday, May 4th, polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Voting on Election Day is precinct specific. Your precinct number is found on your voter registration card next to the year of your birth. For any questions, please feel free to contact the Action Center at 972-412-6100. Well, Mayor, the election is coming up again this year. This is 2019. And we want to encourage people to get out and vote.
Absolutely. We have a lot of great candidates on the ballot this year. It's good to see so much civic engagement. And we had a great turnout in the last local election, and we hope that that carries forward to this one because it's very, very important for our city.
You know, it's a good point, Mayor. The last couple elections, we've had as many people as 16,000 plus vote. And that's only good for our city when we have so many people vote. And
we're going to have lots of information forums, so people will be able to be informed on people's position and get to meet these candidates. So please stay tuned. The North Texas Municipal Water District will temporarily change the disinfectant in its water treatment process from March 4th through April 1st. Disinfection is a critical part of the water treatment process that keeps drinking water free of harmful microorganisms such as parasites and viruses. The annual routine change is necessary to maintain the regional system and year-round water quality. The Water District has conducted the same routine change for over 10 years. This common system maintenance practice does not increase the amount of chlorine and the water remains safe to drink. However, residents may notice a change in odor or taste during this time. For more information about this process, please visit ntmwd.com for North Texas Municipal Water District's website. So Brian, this happens every year, but it always is concerning to our residents, and understandably so.
It is, Mayor, and as you know, we get our water from Lake Lavon, which is treated through the North Texas Municipal Water District. This is routine. I mean, this happens all the time. But the one thing I really appreciate the fact is how they notify our public when they're going to do that.
Absolutely, and have any questions, please go out there to the North Texas Municipal Water District site. They have lots of information on this whole process and all the testing they do, and we test our water supply routinely also and make sure that they are maintaining the standards that are required.
That's exactly right, Mayor. One of the tests that we do quite often is what they call the chlorine residual. And there are certain areas of town where when that drops below a certain level, it's not safe. So we have to flush the water hydrants. And so that's one of the things that we do as a part of our annual maintenance as well. So this is just routine, but we got to get the word out.
Absolutely.
Have you heard about the I-30 improvement project? This 17-mile project from Bass Pro Drive to west of FM 2642 will reduce traffic congestion and improve mobility in our region. An estimated total projected cost of $627 million, the IH-30 improvement project will be delivered in phases and has a completion date of fall 2022. TxDOT recently held a public meeting with a presentation that can be viewed by going to the website shown on the screen, www.keepitmovingdallas.com, under public hearings/meetings. TxDOT anticipates environmental clearance this month, followed by plan preparation, funding, approval of construction plans, and then right-of-way acquisition in June 2020. 34.6 acres of proposed right-of-way are needed. Thankfully, there would be no residential or commercial displacement as a result of the project. Mayor, this is one of the most critical regional projects that we may do in our lifetime. As important as transportation is in our community, it's doubly important when it comes to getting over that bridge.
It's a real tough corridor, and it's very, very important that TxDOT has approved this project. We had a big part of getting that prioritized and moved up in funding priority, and we're responsible for a portion of that bridge now from a public safety standpoint, and it's critical that we have some new access lanes that is part of the proposed improvements to that road. So very, very important, very good project, very needed project for our region to continue managing this growth.
Mayor, you bring up a good point. Every time there seems to be an accident or incident on the bridge, it'll shut down not just a lane sometimes, but also an entire direction, and on occasion even the entire bridge.
Absolutely.
So we have got to keep up with this, and the only way to do that is to build those outer lanes. And the fact that TxDOT is so far along in the planning and engineering of this speaks volumes. It is so needed.
Absolutely, and very important for our Bayside development.
Yes, it is.
Do you have a question you'd like to ask the mayor? Have you ever wondered why we do what we do, and even how we do what we do? Maybe you're interested in learning more about specific projects around town. This is your opportunity to find out. We're starting a new segment on this show called Ask the Mayor. I want you to email us questions about any city-related topic to askthemayor@rowlett.com. We'll pick a few questions and answer them on the show. Tune in next month to see if we picked your question. So Brian, we're always looking for ways to communicate with the public, and had this idea this month and pitched it to you, and you said yes, and off we go. So just another way that the public can find out more information and really provide transparency to the public. So I'm really excited about this segment.
So Mayor, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So what kind of things would you like to see the public ask about? I mean, what would you think that they would ask?
Well, certainly, things relating to the city as a whole. Why do we do certain things in certain ways? We get a lot of questions that are specific to individuals and their neighborhoods. So I think it's the full gamut. There's so much going on in this community that is important to our citizens. And there's social media out there, but a lot of people don't get on social media. So it's just an opportunity to ask that question that has been burning, and they really would like to have a conversation with us about it.
Mayor, I know when we're out, we get asked a lot of questions from the public, but not everybody gets a chance to be at the places we're at certain times. And if there's a burning question, then this is a great opportunity and a great way to be able to do that. So thank you.
And there's no dumb question.
The Neighborhood Life Office is excited to announce Billy Odom as the March 2019 recipient of the Spirit of Rowlett Award. Let's find out more about Billy. Take it away, Debbie.
Hello there, I'm Debbie Bobbitt. I'm one of your 7 council members and here in Rowlett, and I'm here today to announce to you the Spirit of Rowlett Award. And the winner is Billy Odom. I'm so pleased that she came today and was happy to receive the award. I wanted to talk to you about what you do for a living with Sideline Sports and how you work with cheer with our kids. How did you get involved in the Garland School District doing all that?
Well, I was raised here my whole life. I personally also cheered in the system from 5th grade all the way to 12th grade. Oh. And loved it, loved every minute of it. I love football, I love sports. And so I became real involved. And so one day I had a really good friend that said, hey, you need to come out of retirement. I really need some help and I need you to come and check this, see what I do and come with me. So I showed up and I opened the door and there was like 50 kids in this one school building. I was oh my. I said, now what? He goes, we're going to teach them how to cheer. We're going to teach them life lessons. We're going to teach them how to be good athletes. We're going to teach them how to good sportsmanship, and we're going to make a difference in their lives. And so ever since then, this is what I've been doing.
What are the age groups that you currently work with?
I work with kids from age 4 and 5 all the way to 18. I do have young ladies that go on to college and cheer at the collegiate level as well. I just feel that there's a reason why God keeps pulling me back with kids.
I want to read to you what your nomination wording was. And you I'm not going to tell you who it was, but that wouldn't be right.
Okay.
But it says that all the cheerleaders in the area use Billy to coach and to help and strengthen their cheer and tumbling skills. Billy is extraordinary. She invests so much in our area cheer teams, and it shows. She is positive, and the girls love her. And she always goes above and beyond. It goes on to say that you are one of a kind, and you attend all the area school pep rallies, which I'm amazed at that you could go to all those. And this particular person said that they were happy with you and that they felt Rowlett is blessed to have you as part of our community.
I feel very honored.
Well,
and I do. I've been coaching some of these kids since they were like in rec, and I've literally have had several students from rec all the way, like I said, to collegiate level, and I make it a point that I go to their pep rallies. Not only do I coach them, not only do I teach them, but I want them to know that I'm there for them. I have their backs. You know, they can call me at any given time. You know, just outside of cheer in general, if they're struggling just in school and in life and with friendships, and they know that I'm there for them, and so I do. I attend many of the Rowlett pep rallies amongst all the schools, and I try to make it to at least once or twice a year to almost every school where I have someone that I've worked with throughout their lives.
that is so wonderful. And this goes to show you that even though you are no longer here in Rowlett, you still affect our community deeply, and we so much appreciate it, and you are well deserving of this. It's an honor to have you here, and continue to go forth and continue to help the people in, not only in the school district and here in Rowlett, but to continue to follow your dream.
I plan on it. I do. I love the kids immensely, like they're my own. And like I said, we're here for them, whether it's myself or whether they're in the facility, you know, here at Sideline. We just want them to know that it is a safe haven for any kid. And their friends, we welcome everybody.
So glad to meet you.
Thank you, and thank them. And I really feel honored. Thank you.
Do you know someone who makes a difference in Rowlett? Nominate them for the Spirit of Rowlett Award at rowlett.com/spirit.
The Rowlett Arts and Humanities Commission sponsors several great contests encouraging our community's participation in the arts throughout the year. Rowlett Sings is back. This vocal talent competition is open to Rowlett residents and will be held at the Rowlett Community Center on Saturday, April 27th. Contest categories include group performance, which is limited to 16 performers for youth ages 15 and under, and adults ages 16 and up. Solo performance for youth ages 12 and under, young adults ages 13 through 18, and adults ages 19 and up. The contest will have 2 rounds. The preliminary round will consist of submissions of performance videos with a maximum time of 3 minutes. The final round will consist of live performance with a maximum time of 3.5 minutes. Entries are due no later than Saturday, March 23rd at noon. For entry guidelines, contest rules, and details, please visit rowlett.com/Rowlett Sings. Or you can email specific questions to rowlettsings@rowlett.com.
And the Arts and Humanities Commission also sponsors their annual writing contest that is open to youth and adults. Cash prizes are awarded to the winners. This year's theme is Heroes Around Us. No more than 1 entry is allowed per participant per category. All works are presented anonymously for judging. The writing contest is separated into 3 divisions: Youth, which is grades K through 5, Youth, grades 6 through 12, and Adult, 18 years and older. Within each division, there are 3 categories: poetry, short stories, and short works. Awards will be presented to first place winners in each category at the City Council meeting on Tuesday, May 7th. Deadline for entries is Friday, March 22nd. And entries may be mailed or delivered to the Rowlett Public Library. Attention, Arts and Humanities Commission. The library is located at 3900 Main Street, Suite 200. More information can be found on rowlett.com.
And finally, it's the Young Artist Exhibit. Public, private, and homeschooled students, kindergarten through 12th grade, are encouraged to participate and win cash prizes. The Commission's goal is to recognize talented young artists and their art teachers. Artwork will be accepted at the City of Rowlett's Annex Building located at 4004 Main Street during one of these take-in times: Friday, March 22nd, 3 to 5 p.m., or Saturday, March 23rd, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Artwork will be on display from March 25th through April 26th in the Annex Building. For any questions, please contact the Young Artist Exhibit Committee member, Deborah Crosby, at the email shown on the screen. So lots of good things going on with the Arts and Humanities Commission. Great 3 contests we just detailed. There's things they do all year long, very important for the arts and humanities for our community. Very happy that all of these contests are going on.
You know, Mayor, that's right. And one thing that's exciting is how they get the different age groups involved. You know, some of the youngest children, you know, teens, adults, everybody gets to participate in just so many different ways. Creativity is just, there's just so many ways that people are allowed to express their creativity by what the Arts and Humanities Commission does.
And that Rowlett Sings contest, last year was the first time we did this. So they did this, and this year will be the second one. It was really, really fun to watch. So I encourage everybody to get out there and come to the community center when that event occurs.
Here's an update on a few public works projects. Schrady Road Public Safety Training Center. McMahon Contracting is roughly 75% finished with the pavement. The black weir, level spreader, and riprap has been installed. Regarding the annual contract for our concrete sidewalk, curb, gutter, and utility cut repair and maintenance, our fiscal year 2019 50/50 sidewalk program has been evaluated, measured, and we sent estimates to 90 addresses with 7 paid as of today. Currently 10 water and sewer, 50 curb and gutter, and 1 street repair are currently scheduled. Austin Raymond Construction Contractor is working in the Springfield Addition Phase 2, Phase 4, and Lake Crest 3 and 4 subdivisions. Regarding the annual contract repair and maintenance of streets and alleys, Cam Creek Contracting is on Covington Drive, working on backfilling and sodding the disturbed areas. And finally, Congratulations to Ryan Kellerhouse, who placed second in the 2019 Texas Public Works Association Equipment Rodeo. Ryan Kellerhouse and Ryan Taylor from Rowlett, along with 50 other participants from across Texas, competed in a backhoe event. Ryan is in the Streets Division and is a skilled operator on all the public works equipment. We are so proud of his achievement and how well Rowlett was represented. You know, Mayor, this is a fun thing our people get to do. We do an annual rodeo, and our guys really get the chance to show off their skills. And they even let sometimes staff, do some of that stuff too. And it is hard. But these guys are so good, they can use a backhoe to pick up a tennis ball and put it on one of those emergency cones. It's just amazing.
I've been in that backhoe trying to pick up that tennis ball, and it's very, very interesting. And we have some really talented and dedicated public works employees, so congratulations to them.
The other thing is we have a lot of projects going on around town, streets and alleys, and we're doing a lot of utility work. Some of the stuff in the neighborhoods along with our thoroughfares. A lot of activity going on, Mayor.
Absolutely. The spring Lakeside Leisure is now available. Check out all the upcoming programming and activities your Rowlett Parks and Recreation Department has to offer, including special events, activities for seniors, and lots of spring fitness classes. To get your copy of the Lakeside Leisure, swing by the Rowlett Community Center or simply visit rowlett.com. So spring's a very, very busy time for our Parks and Recreation Department. We got lots of activities going on, baseball, soccer, senior events. This is a really good resource for our public to access what's available out there.
Well, that's right, Mayor. It's also digitally available as well.
Absolutely.
There's just so much that our public has access to, like you said, Mayor, sports, dancing, senior programs, a lot of programs for kids. It's just, they do such a great job offering so many different programs. There's something for everyone.
I'm here with Robert McCarrier, who is the chair of our Rowlett Diversity and Inclusion Commission. Welcome, so glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
We wanted to take a few moments to tell the public about what's been going on with the new Rowlett Diversity and Inclusion Commission. So I guess I'll start with Robert. Why was this created? Why was the Diversity and Inclusion Commission created?
Well, like a lot of North Texas and the rest of the Dallas Metroplex, the demographics of Rowlett is changing rapidly. So it's important that our city be prepared, and we welcome these changes. And so Rowlett has made a choice to be proactive about this by creating this group. And so I think it's better that we take this approach rather than waiting for there to be an event that divides, like some of our neighboring communities have experienced.
You have some experience in this area. I know the group named you chair for a reason. What is your background in this area?
So in the corporate world, I have worked extensively with our employee resource groups, which seek to do similar work, to bring different groups of people together and to create cohesiveness between those groups. I also was part of starting a community orchestra in another community that I lived in.
Well, we appreciate your leadership. It has been wonderful in the commission. So if you would, Robert, tell us what the goal of the Rowlett Diversity and Inclusion Commission is.
So the Commission intends to bring people together by celebrating and fostering all of these different communities to understand each other better. One of our initial challenges is to learn what these various communities need, and we hope to get this by reaching out. One of our current work items is to figure out how we can effectively do that.
So what got you started with the Rowlett Commission? What made you step up and say, I want to participate?
So last year I participated in the City Academy, which is a wonderful program. And after the City Academy completed, I learned about the City Council creating this new commission. And it sort of hit the right combination of me wanting to get involved and something I was passionate about.
Absolutely. Tell us, what do you think the public can expect to see out of this commission?
One of the commission's goals is to hold educational outreach events in the community, and we're currently developing a couple of those programs right now. Another is that we want to figure out how we can get more engagement from the community in city events. And so we are trying to answer some basic questions. How can we encourage more of that participation? Are there perceptions that keep people away? And or maybe there are other events or celebrations that we could bring to the city that might bring more of those people out. Or there's segments that don't feel included or underrepresented.
So how does someone get involved with this commission?
That's really easy. There's a direct way, which would be to come to one of our meetings. We meet on the third Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. at City Hall. We have a standing meeting agenda item for public input. And if you're not able to make one of our meetings, another way you can reach us is through the city's website.
And I am the council liaison to this commission, and I've enjoyed it immensely. It's such a dynamic group of people that are volunteering for this commission. But there will be opportunities in our summer months to apply for boards and commissions, including the Rowlett Diversity and Inclusion Commission.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in serving on a city board or commission, please be looking for that. And you can help us in many, many different ways, including the Diversity and Inclusion Commission. So
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here. Wanted to get the word out, and we really appreciate everything you're doing for our city.
Thank you so much.
Each year before spring, we conduct a chlorine maintenance program where we continue the same dose of chlorine and we do not add ammonia. This is a common practice that water utilities across the country use to minimize any growth of bacteria in the pipes. While the smell of chlorine may be more noticeable during this time frame, the levels of chlorine are safe and are consistent with normal year-round operations.
The North Texas Municipal Water District analyzes hundreds of samples daily and hundreds of thousands of samples each year to closely monitor the quality of the water and meet the requirements of the Safe Drinking Water Act. I'm a chemist and a licensed water operator, but I'm also a mom. I'm confident in the treatment processes we use to protect public health and my family.
We provide drinking water to almost 1.7 million people. We drink the water, our families drink the water. It's important to the public and it's also personal. Our treatment processes, our maintenance processes, our testing processes, all of them meet or exceed the State Texas Commission for Environmental Quality Standards and EPA standards. Water quality and public health are a top priority here at North Texas Municipal Water District, and we're very proud to have delivered quality, safe drinking water for over 60 years.
And welcome back. Here are the public meetings in March. Our council meetings will be March 5th and March 19th, and Planning and Zoning will meet March 12th and March 26th.
The next low-cost animal vaccination clinic will be held on March 3rd from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Liberty Grove Animal Hospital. These clinics are held on the first Sunday of every month.
April is going to be a busy month for special events in Rowlett. The annual Easter extravaganza is on Saturday, April 13th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon at Pecan Grove Park. Admission is free. Then it's the Easter Puppapalooza, which will be held at Central Bark Dog Park on Sunday, April 14th from 2 to 4 p.m. Cost is $10 per dog.
Grab Your Fishing Poles is Kigfish on Saturday, April 27th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at Community Park. This is a free event. Then following Kitfish on April 27th, it's Rowlett's Cardboard Boat Regatta at 1:30 p.m. and the cost is $27 per boat.
Keep Rowlett Beautiful's Recycle Day will be held on April 27th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Rowlett High School. It's free electronics disposal and document shredding for Rowlett residents. Visit the Keep Rowlett Beautiful website for more information.
And just announced, the Spring Main Street Market will take place on Saturday, May 4th. Enjoy a day of shopping, food, and live music in the village of Rowlett downtown. More details are coming soon.
Thank you for watching the March 2019 edition of Rowlett on the Water, on the Move. Any information or story heard on this show can be found at rowlett.com. And don't forget to check out Friday at 5. It's a weekly newsletter from City Hall available on the city's website and Facebook page every Friday after 5 p.m. See you next month on Rowlett on the Water, on the Move.